We gonna forget that track happened though. Yeah, this sounds like some Alchemist shit.
I know fuck that we fail. The niggas that's looking like us that deserve to be killed. Meanwhile, Capitol Hill been making it, come here, look what I wrote. I'm about to kill myself. Fuck J.Cole. I don't even want this role. Wanna rebuild myself. Had my very first little girlfriend that let me get feeling too. Back then it was considered gone. How to put chosen on was something I had to discover all on my own. Y'all know the song. And the clock on the dot. I'm in my drop top, cruising the street.
You gotta get a verse though, bro. Like, I'm tired of just hearing you pop in. You gotta like dominate this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Ride it.
Finding you lose when you choose to neglect.
Hold on, my nigga. Nah, you didn't do that. You didn't do that.
She did the Tims though.
You didn't do that.
You did the
Tims. You didn't put
Tims.
two of my nigga, J. Cole. This nigga listening to me.
One day you find when your lights down. You always were bright. 1 in the morning.
But I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't jacking that Tim's verse.
If the walls where you are talk with effects out.
Like for me, she kind of sounded misplaced. You know what I'm saying? Like Tim's and J. Cole. You know what I'm saying?
I'm broken. I'm anchored.
In hindsight, 2020 in hindsight, 5 minutes might have been a little too long, Cole. I think the point of this could have been gotten across, to be fair, without a Future feature. Not even gonna lie. You know how much I love Future, but if I'm saying that he didn't need to be on the track, he might not have needed to be on the track. You know, Tim's could have went for a cool minute and a half. You know, she take up half the song. And I'm not mad at that. I love Tim's at the end of the day, but like, goddamn, there's no variation beat-wise. So it's just like, damn, what setting are we gonna try to put Tim's in for the remainder of this? I was thinking J. Cole was gonna have an additional verse after Tim's or some melody shit. He didn't. You know what I'm saying? He just said, y'all handle that, you know what I'm saying, my fellow Africans, and just left the booth. You get what I'm saying? Not mad at it, but I really thought that this was going somewhere different than where it ended up. More condensed, no Future feature, maybe a little bit more vibrance vocally from Tim's. I do realize that the track instrumentally doesn't really cause for that if you want to kind of stay in the low-key chill vibe of it. That makes sense too, but yeah, she still did well enough. I just think 3.5 minutes max would have been, you know, the peak for that. Who the fuck is you at track number 8?
Who the fuck is you is a hard one.
Evil ain't the paper with the ego, but what people would do for dollars. Let off a trooper, shit niggas can do but honor me. What I'm quoting is God's scope with computer pot, break it further down to whatever's gonna earn them math. They turn scales like they learning jazz. I was making sure they refer to my first and last. Who the I'm really on? You bitch a guy trying, niggas ain't talking about shit. No diamonds on my neck, no rollie on my wrist.
What happened? What did happen?
Ironic? I was gonna let this track finish. It's records like this that make me really dive into the whole J. Cole is like Coke Zero, you know, narrative, because it's just, this nigga confidently says shit like, I'm a sidewalk nigga and I look at niggas in the streets and that's not me. And I understand that. I think that's very honorable that J. Cole raps about shit that he's been through and doesn't try to fake the funk to seem more interesting. But I do think that he sometimes doesn't realize that the core of a track, especially it being a track that's gonna land on an album that you claim is your final one, needs to be about something. It can't like be,
I get it. Yeah, I get what you mean. I understand where you're coming from, brother.
I remember I was walking down the street one day and I saw something that happened and then that was it. Like it can't.
Make it have some substance. You know what I'm saying? Make it impactful. I feel like, you know, the expectation of somebody's last offering, that expectation can also, you know, crush or be the reason for the anticlimactic nature of that album, right?
Can't be like that. And I sometimes, especially when you consider his fan base, it's hard to entertain J. Cole being one of the top rappers and there's absolutely nothing provocative about him in any way. Now, I don't mean manufacture something about yourself that may not be true, but I do mean that in order to be in those conversations, you do have to get into the mix. You cannot be a sidewalk nigga and also be in the conversation. You get what I'm saying? Like, you have to do something that warrants you being in the street, not in the literal street, but in his definition of what it is, like the picture he's trying to paint here. You need to be in some shit in order for niggas to call you the shit. You can't just skirt around issues and talk about issues and not be the issue. You have to be that thing. You know what I'm saying? The center focus or the centerpiece. And a record like this is like, it's so crazy to me that it's actually titled "Who the Fuck Is You?" because I'm listening to the track and I'm like, J. Cole, what are you? What do you represent here that I can grab onto and be like, The earlier records I can understand, I can feel it. I feel J. Cole, but here I don't feel nothing. He just rapping. You can't just rap on your final album. You can't.
What you mean?
This is a nothing ass song on an album that means the most. Drum and bass.
And I know you can't.
I mean, if it's hard enough, bro, like why not deliver that? Like if it's hard, like I felt like it was hard. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. That's why I'm like, yo, okay, at some point we do have to acknowledge the fact that these people get so big that, you know, you may have differing like pockets of fans that may have just like differing expectations from you, like completely. You understand what I'm saying? And so, yo, I feel like this was hard enough to be on this album.
They show love it be fake. Fucking time I'm outside with the apes. Fucking time out. Y'all confess the waters. Phrases like that make me sound hard. Oh, how does the soul find a thorough cleanse when all of this cold water that flows? Half the shit I write so far, I got my hand afraid of my pen. Get the fuck up.
I mean, not my gun. My pen is my drum. I like that. If that's the metaphor here. It's just like niggas gonna say, does that mean your gun jammed 2 years ago? I know I didn't want to say it. I'm just beating them to the punch because I know they're gonna say it next. But I do like this. Like production wise, it sound good. I like it. You know, he's rapping well. Hopefully we get to like a point here, but I like what he's talking about.
I'm turning to the Lord's ironic at a time with these young niggas so violent they'll let off at God in a flat. Too busy selling out arenas and flying on jets. Life on cloud nine and I can't deny it. I guess gave hugs to women I only vaguely remember. The way their fingers caressing my back was giving me signals. You get another shot, the club was starting to get too hot. So I stepped outside for a breather. That very moment I seen. I'm talking to her right now. Hell yeah.
He's 47? No, he's 29 here. Just don't say shit. Don't say shit to me. Don't say shit to me. Stop, chill.
Well, I'm making well, out in the hallway, by the bathroom door, they was stopping on you. The rap, you know, the way that you put on the bill, but you barely come back.
Fuck with this one. See this, I like. I think this one is my favorite one. What the let out, right? This must be the let out.
The late night gathering of souls in the parking lot shortly after the.
Will we survive the let out? Will we survive the let out?
Wow.
The let out is actually my favorite one.
Okay,
really
let's start
good.
with things that I like. I like the Bone Thugs flow and influence in this. Very nice melodies near the beginning portion of this. Like before we get into the let out, before we get to that, it was some nice melodies in there. You know, harmonious with the way the vocals were stacked as well. Like I said, I think he's getting really good at that. This track isn't ass. It's just very awkward. And you notice, I mean, I personally notice how awkward it is because it's 4 minutes.
Fuck with the track.
I don't know what the allergy to 3 minute or less songs are when it comes to J. Cole, but yeah, we might need to, you know, introduce that concept.
Bro, that's one of the things that I was talking about. Like, this guy is so old, like, not old, like, no, he's so old souled, right? Like, he's so old souled that you have to listen to him with that kind of ear. Where it's like, okay, for example, consider somebody young versus somebody old. When you're explaining something to somebody old, you have to literally take your time, break down the details, right? Stretch the words as you're explaining. So it may take a while to get your point across, bro. That's the whole, I feel like that's also the approach that, you know, you could use to listen to J. Cole's music. It makes sense that way. Like, okay, like for me, right? According to me. So versus somebody young, they need bite-sized things. They need quick little illustrations. You know what I'm saying? They TikTok brained, goddammit. So you gotta, you know, you gotta understand it in that kind of context. I feel. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that to say he's trash, like J. Cole is trash or whatever. But it's like it's a certain, you know, being deliberate, being intentional, and just like focusing on the picture he's trying to paint for you, right? It's gonna take some time, bro. It's like an old chef. You gotta be patient, bro. You gotta be extra patient. Feel me?
Concept. maybe I'm ignorant to J. Cole's discography. I just don't know I don't know when there has ever been a track like this from J. Cole. And I can only imagine the crowd of people that a track like this would be popular with. And I don't know if J. Cole makes music for that type of crowd. I also don't know what it feels like the purpose for a song like this isn't solely for, you know, the benefit of this album. I feel like this is like a movie soundtrack ass song, you know?
Yeah, he has a lot of those. That was the point that I was making. The initial portion of, you know, my segment right here.
Montage music, you know, hardworking oil rig worker. I don't know what the vibe of this doesn't hit me like traditional J. Cole listener vibe. You know, it was given much. I started my own construction company, you know, from the ground up in middle America. You know, my dad's a millionaire, but I don't really fuck with him. I'm getting it on my own. It's like a rags to riches story without the rags. It's very anthemic, or at least tries to be, and I don't think that'll translate. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if this is gonna be the one that niggas you roll down your window summertime 2026 and you hear niggas saying, "Oh, the let out."
Well, I don't think that's the point of that. This one, really.
Oh, let out. I don't think niggas is gonna be saying that. No hate. It's just, it feels like it's an attempt at something bigger than what it is, and I don't think it has the rhythm or musical value or aesthetic to get people out of their seat and moving, or even reciting this in the way that he is. I don't think that it has that type of appeal. But again, I could be odd man out and y'all just fucking love this, you know? I've been on the outside of that spectrum before. I'm not mad if that ends up happening. I'm just worried about how much it seems was given to this song, and especially at its length. It's a lot, you know, it's a lot. Hopefully the next tracks don't come off as awkward, but you know, we'll see what happens. You know, I see some of y'all niggas saying this is Trump rally music. I didn't want to say it, but hey, man, it is what it is. Drewski, get working on your next skit. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can say. Bombs in the Ville / hit the gas. Another 4-minute track. Let's see what we talking about.
Hugged up with you in the parking lot. Outside the whip, my shit on rock. Lip so soft with the strawberry gloss. Great white shark, just like Jaws. I rock the boat for you. I got high hopes for you.
Built the tallest wall. Come and see behind.
Yeah, damn, got it, damn.
No. Niggas was joking when they say Creepy Part 2. Chill. No. Fuck. No, please.
What happened, bro?
Please go, please. Please don't. You got hell for this the first time. Maybe he's just having fun. He's allowed to have fun, right? No, not here. You don't gotta do that here. You don't have to do that here. This could be your magnum opus or whatever the fuck they be calling it. You don't gotta do it now. You don't gotta do this, I promise. You can just leave this here. Oh, he voguing on the track. All right, bet. He said no lyrics.
Things. I bought an iPhone that travels through time. FaceTime and got younger me on the line. As soon as he saw me, he just started crying. On my oldest son and my youngest one said, I want you to look them straight in their face. Do that look like you've been making mistakes.
I'm not gonna hold my tongue. I'm not. There's some great raps here. So far. We almost halfway through. There's some great raps here so far. You get what I'm saying? Production value been pretty good. That was just rip the band-aid off, Shawn. That was the laziest way I've seen.
Oh my god. Say it then, bro. Why should it take you so long to say it? Man, this shit wasn't it.
Could have imagined him tying this concept together for the first half. I got an iPhone that I can use that travels through time. I'm calling my younger self. He's crying. I'm showing my family. Look at what you have to look forward to type vibe. I'm FaceTiming you. This is a Logic ass script. And the raps have been good. Like 1 through 6 damn near. 1 through 5. And then we get some hints of greatness on track 7 and on track 8 or 9, I think. But there's been no like conscious effort to connect like some Easter egg almost. Like little excerpts or even lines that might hint at, oh, I'm feeling something. Like, what is this presence that I might feel? You know, like there's a ghost near me, or, you know, like some type of skit at the end of the tracks to kind of allude to there being a presence in the future to reach out to the younger self, you at 29 years old. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
You just out of the blue, I got a phone that could connect me 30 or 40 years in the past. That is just so lazy. And knowing that the theme of this album and so much of it encompasses around the whole
fall off.
I'm looking at my life from a different POV. Like if J. Cole came off as like the time traveler to an extent, and he's going back through his life from these, you know, different POVs, I feel like that would be beneficial here. And it was like, you know, stated through skit or through interlude or through some type of narrative, you know, that's focused on it. But I just feel like that's so lazy at the end of this, at the end of the first half, bro. Like, why do it like that? Like, why even mention it? Hopefully, like I said, it's just a one track, a one-off type thing, and it don't have to, you know, it don't have to plague the rest of the record. You know what I'm saying?
I want to help my favorites to find that spark again, somewhere deep in their hearts again. When all your heroes either disappeared or sound so deflated, that childish admiration like back when I had posters hanging.
Wait, what song is it sampling? What is it sample of? I hear it.
Down from monkey bars while I was looking from afar, just hoping I'd have someone I want to be again. But even as I write that thought, I don't believe it. Dang, maybe it wasn't even them, it's really me that changed.
At least not feeling the same drive from the people that you listened to when you were young, growing up listening to hip-hop music, and hearing the type of records that they're dropping now and the music that they're putting out right now. I could identify with the feeling of disappointment, especially some of those being your favorite. I don't really know where he's going with that. I mean, sure, he also could say the same about himself in terms of he felt himself getting really comfortable and really complacent at one point. So I don't know, maybe it's just a simple observation, you know, and that's really it. But I understand what he's saying, and he's not wrong.
It's giving 9 AM in Dallas vibes by Drake. Right.
The second half of the album is J. Cole from the perspective of him at 39. I think he's going back to Fayetteville, not as a 29-year-old this time, but as a 39-year-old, much closer to the J. Cole that we have today versus whatever perspectives that he was rapping about from 29. So
let's do it.
We might get some recency here. We might get some different shit, some crazy shit. An intro being 6 minutes. Who knows? Track number.
Oh, yeah.
Number 1 of disc 2, 39 intro. Hear what Cole talking about, man. Not gonna lie, bro, you got only like maybe 1 or 2 more tracks like of consistent with this bullshit. I'm gonna have to have a different conversation about you, okay? It's probably not gonna stay in this mode though, I promise.
Okay, it was giving Awaken My Love by Childish Gambino vibes. You know, there's a song there. Damn, I cannot remember. But it's giving like one of those vibes.
I will be honest, that was 3 minutes of like pure, almost vocal riffing, bro. And I'm not hating on it. Because I think 39 years old, you're more than likely going to be into slower music. You're going to enjoy that piece. You know, the young nigga shit not really in you as much as it was. So I'm not mad that he's on that singing shit in the beginning more. I'm not.
I'm mad at that.
I feel like more of a statement can be made when you are trying to carry this aesthetic, you know? It's a lot more than just like, I don't know, floating vocals in the background and shit like that. I feel like more needs to be done with something like that. All right, my nigga, goddamn! This like hearing a nigga in a wheelchair say I can walk. Like, goddamn, nigga, just show me. Fuck. I know you've been getting better day by day, but you gotta take that step, my boy. It's more than just thinking about walking. You gotta do it. Like, just.
I guess young shit hasn't left him at all, though, right?
And put your hands on the side and just lift up. I'm not ableist. I'm just saying, my nigga, like, that's all I can picture right now. Just take the step, walk out, come outside. We not gonna jump you. I've been about to for 4 minutes straight, my nigga. Goddamn.
Answering him an idiot, who it is this? My mind frame is the train with the video chips. Inspired a younger, put a hickey on the titty of the prettiest bitch. I'm number 1, you get in the gist. I'm from the town where they zip off packs. We never seen trampoline, but a brick you can flip off that would reply back as I crack the fire. Acts like refracts when I have black Messiah raps. Fan rap niggas gotta be in vogue, post dress. They don't compare, they're more like Kotex. But I gotta rebuke, they trying to put my neck inside of a noose. It's not happening.
Actually, sorry, J. Cole. Can't let you say that, dude. They didn't do anything. Now, if we could just get a version of that without the first 4 minutes, then we got a song. J. Cole is, I'm sorry to say, he's not Tyler. You know? He's not Clips. He's not. A lot of people that know like the concept of like song composition, song structure, you know, and I feel like that, you know, I thought Travis Scott.
Wait, you don't think Cole tapped into like the understanding of song structures and shit like that? I mean, Cole has been at this for a very long time. He's been even experimenting with a whole lot of structural, you know, methods in his song, you know, song productions and shit. So I wouldn't say he's not tapped into that.
Got in the conversation too, like as far as that song making ability.
I mean, he's not. He isn't Clips, and he isn't these other people. But I feel like the point is not to be those other people, though. You know what I'm saying?
That curation, like he is very much so lacking in that department. When you hear the intro of 39, and it's like I would never go back to hear the intro of 39. I'm skipping the first 4 minutes so I can get to. I'm saying Travis not as a rapper, but as a song maker, like as a song, like people who structure songs well, people who are good at curating, you know, people that know what fits in what pocket and in what area of the song.
Okay.
And J. Cole is lacking in that a lot. You can hear it when the, you know, ideas for him meandering through the track vocally appear in the beginning of certain records. Like he approaches it in such a traditional manner that while these could be good ideas on the surface, it's like you're not exploring depth that is required to explore what these tracks can really be. Because this is like giving that to a different artist, I feel like it can be amazing. It could translate really well coming from another artist that knows how to compose the records. But J. Cole, in my opinion, he just doesn't do that well. And so we end up wasting 4 minutes out of what is a pretty